Hello, this is P.i.M. I haven't posted anything for a while because the weather has been really cold, and honestly, I've just been hyper focused on. Uh, I guess it'll sound. Uh, it'll sound shallow on the surface level, but I'm looking for. I'm looking to get something newer and bigger. Obviously for my car, it's a materialistic thing, but that car will give me so much freedom to do what I want and what I need to do. So I've just been really focused on that. Today's been a really warm day. It's the middle of December, and it is 55 degrees as the last time I checked. It was 55 degrees all day today, I believe. It is also going to be about 48 to 50 tomorrow during the day. It'll drop back down to like 30 tomorrow night. So this will be the only time I really get to talk about anything and, do what I need to do. However, today I want to talk about possible interview questions that I could get in the future. These are just things that I go, well, if I ever did get an interview, this is probably one of the questions I'd be asked. And the question I'm thinking of is, what brought about the decision to write a book instead of, do it on YouTube solely, or do music, or something like that? Or maybe something along the lines of not going to like like clubs where they do the poetry readings and whatnot, the slam poetry and whatnot. So the question I want to answer is, why did I write a book instead of going a different route? So my parents were a tag team in making sure I was codependent, especially since my mother already was codependent on her husband because he forced her and broke her to the point where she believes that she is nothing without him. This is a story for her too. This is my story, my journey. But even my story has remnants and parts that I don't know about that actually defines her story, because she had a whole bunch of things that were unresolved issues and made those issues my issues. She refuses to be confrontational about anything and everything. I knew that I had to be confrontational to get out of my situation. Otherwise it'd just be, well, you're just overreacting, you're this, you're that. So without further ado, the reason I made the book is simple. I was told never to talk back, never to say anything, and if I was ever asked a question directly, to say, I don't know. I was told never to talk unless I was talked to. But everything I wanted to ask and everything I wanted to know wasn't something that they wanted to talk about. So following Machinations in my mind as a book is, I can't use my voice to voice my opinion. And as CM Punk said back in WWE, voice of the voiceless. Now the biggest problem is, you may think that I have a voice now because I'm on YouTube and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Again, I don't have any views at this current point in time as me saying this. So as far as anyone's concerned as a fever or a pipe dream, it's far from being anything but anything close to successful. That's not the point of me making this. It's the point of creating my voice. It is a journey for myself, and if other people decide that they want to follow my journey as I'm improving and bettering myself, then that is what they choose to do. They can or they cannot. That is obviously up to them. I appreciate any help and or support that anybody could give me. I do not expect it, nor should anybody expect me to do anything else because they did something for me. Do not expect something in return for helping me. I'm giving you my life. I'm giving you my story. And if need be, I can give you my advice. I am more than happy to help with my, if I so choose myself. But don't expect it. It's been expected of me for my entire life. So I will do what I feel is necessary. And, yeah. I had to find an alternate route to get the thoughts out of my mind. Because I was told to keep all the thoughts, all the words I wanted to say in my own head. And now that I can speak my mind, I can get out of my head, my mind is blank. I have nothing on my mind. I mean, it's not like it's full of pain and hatred. But essentially, I want to be petty. I wanted to be petty. I wanted to write a book because my mom loves books. But she hates anything that said bad about her husband or her. Same thing with my father. Anything negative said about him or his wife or his dogs. It's just, oh, you can't do that. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna fucking kill you, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. The reason I wrote a book is because my mother loves it. She loves me, or at least that's what she says. And my father hates when people go against him. So I guess, in general, I'm using my mother's love for books and my father's hatred for retaliation against both of them. My mother hates poetry, does not care about it whatsoever. She refused to look at it to even, see what I was saying. Because she knows exactly what I've gone through. She's gone through it herself. My father doesn't give a fuck whatsoever. Although I do know that when I played the game with him once, he wanted me to talk to him about issues I had, even though I knew he would just use it against me. And then he goes, oh, well, if you're not comfortable talking to me about it, you can talk to your mother about it. But I just played a game. I kept talking about the issue that we were currently on, and I asked him multiple times, because he obviously ignored it, about whether I had a good imagination. I don't have the message. Well, maybe I do. It might be on Messenger. But then again, it might not be. I might have deleted the messages fully. Maybe. Probably. I did block his number, so there's no point in, no way of knowing. But it's essentially the most petty thing I could do. I tried to get them to listen. I tried to get them to understand. And instead, they threw it back in my face. So now, I'm going everywhere else but them to do it. And I've also taken them out of my life. So their control over me is non-existent. I'm doing what I want to do when I want to do it. Once I get the new car, I should be back on schedule doing it once a week. I did take a couple weeks off because I had 2 poems posted in the same time. But I thought Chamber was a good break point. So that way I can focus on getting a new car. And then when I have the new car, I can keep the car on for a little bit, warm up, and then, do videos like that. And keep you up to date on that. I don't want this to be a long-lasting thing. It's been since before Thanksgiving, since the last time I posted. And now it's in the middle of December. I just know that the quality of video isn't very good when I'm just looking at my lock, unlock, and my thing to move the mirrors. This is not exciting to you, is it? Not exciting at all. It wouldn't be exciting to me either. So I want to really focus on what I want to do. I want to focus on getting myself in a better position. I've also asked to get a promotion at work, and as far as I know, I'm getting it with no restraint. A lot of the people at work are kind and understanding. They don't talk to me often, but I don't really blame them because I also do not talk very often either. I know the first time I talked to a group of people without overthinking about it, someone had mentioned that they do a good impression of me. And although he has not shown me the impression, everyone says that his impression is on point. And I want to believe that, but I also want to hear it. Also, I do have a couple impressions myself, although there's one character I can make a good impression of, as far as I know. I'm not going to re-listen to this to make sure it's good on my own, so you guys can either laugh at how amazing it is or laugh at how atrociously horrible it is. Either way, it sounds pretty good to me, but my voice sounds different to me than it does to everybody else, which is interesting. Because if I hear somebody else mimicking my voice, that's one thing. And if I hear myself talk right now, it's fine. If I hear the recording of me talking, I don't like my voice. I think, if anything, if I were to edit videos, I'd have to have somebody edit the videos for me, because I just can't listen to my voice. Maybe it's because I don't like listening to me ramble on, or I just have a knack for hating myself in certain ways that I just can't accept my voice yet, as it is. But I wanted to give you an update. I'm doing fine. Nothing's happened. I understand that the manipulation video, if seen, would cause concern if I was a big YouTuber. But all I wanted to do was answer that question. And, it's 13 minutes in. I ramble on. I can go from one story to the next. I just hope when people actually, if the point ever comes when I actually get an interview, I'll be like, hey, look, if I get off subject, tell me to get back on subject, because I will ramble on and ramble on and ramble on, and I'll forget the fucking question. So, I did it because I was petty. My mother loves books. My father hates people talking back to him. So I took the love of a book and the hatred of retaliation and combined it into this fucking mess on top of sleeping pills and weed that, forced me to stay up for 4 days straight. That was damaging. Anyways, I hope to be back. I might make another video. It won't be for the book. I probably won't start reading the book again until the start of the new year. Another few updates. I do know that now that my book is paid off, my book is finally paid off as of December 10th, 2021. My first book is paid off, which is exciting because I don't have to worry about paying the bills anymore. Or that bill anymore, at least. But there are other things that they have pointed out that I can do my book for showcases. There's a Beijing showcase in August of 2022 that I am really interested in. I talked to them about, attending that event, knowing full well I'm probably not going to be able to do that. But, sorry. But the idea of attending that and hearing what people have to say about the book and not informing people that I was the one that made the book would give me unbiased opinions about it without people are nicer when you ask them a question personally, but I want to know unbiased. I don't want them to think they have to sugarcoat it for me. I want to know. I want to know if it's good. I want to know if it's bad. Because only then can I improve, right? And I want to be able to improve. And I feel as though I have improved. But I need critique. And I don't need opinions of, well, I think you should do it this way. Like, critique things that I can possibly improve. Well, I understand what he's going with, and I understand the flow of his words, but I feel as though he could be more intricate with the words he uses, or he could use different styles to bring about his message without becoming stale or doing that. See, that's constructive criticism for me. That's something I can understand. And, you know, I am inspired by great artists like Eminem and Hobson, but that does not mean that I am as good as Hobson or as good as Eminem. And, you know, to be frank, who the hell is as good as Eminem? Eminem is a rap god. There's nothing else you can say about that. Whoever disagrees with that is moronic. If they don't like Eminem, you know, that's one thing. But if they say Eminem's not a great rapper, they hate rap, or they like Lil Uzi Vert. That's dumb. I've talked to some people about who like people like Lil Uzi Vert, and they talk about liking the beats more than the actual lyrics. You know, I understand liking the beats. That's all fine and dandy. But if you have great beats with bullshit lyrics, it's going to lose its charm quickly. If you got Eminem and Dr. Dre together, Eminem makes fire. We say fire. It should be like hellfire. Like, Eminem spits nothing but pure. Don't even know how to explain it. Eminem is a great rap artist, and he is a great producer in Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre and Eminem are a great combination. I don't know if it'll ever be beat. It's just so successful. Dr. Dre had a successful rap career, and then I think he produced his own beats. He always had his raps written for him, which is whatever. I mean, everybody's good at something. Dr. Dre makes fire fucking beats. So if he makes all the beats to the song that goes, hey man, I'll make the beats, but in return, you need to write the lyrics for me. All right. That's pretty awesome, honestly. Anyways, I've gone off on enough of a tangent. This is now an 18-minute video when it should be a 5-minute video, and I'm making noise in the background here. Don't mind me, my car is just messy because overall I'm a lazy piece of shit that doesn't like to do that. It's not horribly messy. I can see my car, you bitch. I can see my car, but I just, trying to clean it out every day. I don't have the energy for it, man. I don't have the energy. I don't want the energy for it. I don't have the time. So I'm looking for something and I can't find it, and I want to use my phone for a flashlight, but I can't. So, for now, I will be gone. For whoever stops by and watches these videos, again, I do plan on I plan on going through 2 more times. One to just have a playlist of the poems by themselves, and then one that has like a full-length version. But I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just do one. I think the full-length version is the one I'm going to do. People can stop, and I'll just put it in sections so that way people can pause it and stop it and watch it again at some other time. Or, if they just want the background noise, it is what it is. But at 20 minutes, I've been talking too much. I appreciate everyone. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do everything you want to do, or do everything you want to do. Yeah. I'm enjoying the rest of my night tonight. You guys have fun and enjoy your nights. I will have the link to the book again in the description, plus a link to my Instagram, Although I'm very inactive on my Instagram, there are just photos from the photo shoot and a couple random posts. So, yeah. Anyways, have a good night.